Laser beams converged within your body and transformed you into the world's first living hologram. Your abilities are awesome and may be called upon by concentrating your thought energies with definite purpose. Just concentrate and these powers will be yours.
At a top-secret U.S. government laser development complex in a sparsely populated region of Texas, north of Dallas, two sinister agents of an alien power quietly approached the inner security perimeter, carefully avoiding the intricate alarm system. And penetrating to the very heart of this vital energy laboratory.
By rerouting these power lines, the current of the laser device will be increased tenfold.
Yes, comrade. The American leader will surely perish in the explosion.
While at this very moment, unaware of the unbidden intruders only a few scant feet away, Dr. Robinson, the noted laser physicist, is conferring with his assistant, Dr. Hugo Petrovich.
The holographic plates have been aligned according to the computer printout, Hugo. Has the target area been prepared?
Yes, Jim. The deuterium will be placed in position according to your specifications.
Approaching the main laser lab, the President of the United States is just completing a tour of the complex and is eagerly anticipating a very special demonstration being prepared for him.
Mr. President, these laser guns are fantastic. I heard that one blast from the big one they have here can demolish an enemy tank.
I'm sorry, sir, but Dr. Robinson prefers that our research here be directed toward world peace, not war.
Good morning, Mr. President. I'm sorry I couldn't accompany you on your tour, but I had to supervise the final modifications for the demonstration.
Just what is it that I'll be seeing, Dr. Robinson?
Mr. President, you will be able to observe firsthand a new means of obtaining cheap and clean fuel through laser-induced thermonuclear fusion.
That sounds wonderful, Dr. Robinson. It could be the solution our energy-hungry country has been looking for.
Let's hope so, Mr. President. Now, if you'll come with me to the demonstration area. If you will please wear these protective lenses to protect your eyes, Mr. President.
Of course, Doctor, but are you sure this experiment is safe?
This is a controlled thermonuclear fusion, sir. We have included 2 ruby pulse lasers in the demonstration to provide you with holographic pictures to study following the actual fusion.
Holographic pictures? What?
Those 2 smaller laser devices will be activated at the very instant fusion occurs. Their beams will be split by mirrors, and the image of the fusion will be refracted through lenses onto those large plates you see in the background. The result will be totally 3-dimensional reconstructions of the original subject appearing to float within each holographic plate.
What do you call these 3-dimensional pictures, Doctor?
They are called holograms, Mr. President, and you will probably find them more amazing than the actual fusion demonstration.
Well, Dr. Robinson, I'm ready to see this amazing display.
Very well, Mr. President. I am now activating the lasers. Watch the deuterium cylinder and... Something is wrong. The circuits are overloading. Everyone, take cover. Mr. President, watch out!
Laser devices emitting pure concentrated energy of a magnitude never before seen on Earth bombard the heroic James Robinson with refracted beams of such intensity that his body's molecular structure at the moment of disintegration is recorded holographically through a perfect interference pattern onto the one holographic plate not shattered by the blast. Can a mere mortal withstand such an onslaught? In the midst of this terrible violence, the room opens to the universe. Through this laser-produced tear in the fabric of time and space appears a mind aura, drawn from a distant dimensional plateau. The aura takes human form, and probing Jim's mind through the power of cosmic telepathy, communicates.
Jim Robinson, do not fear my presence. I am a friend you will come to know as Laser Man. I have caused time to warp momentarily, permitting the safe evacuation of the President and your colleagues and shielding us from their eyes. Your accident has made you a special man among all men in every dimension of time. Listen carefully as I remove you from this holographic cocoon and learn of your powers. The coherent laser beams converge within your body and transform you into the world's first living hologram. Your abilities are awesome and may be called upon by concentrating your thought energies with definite purpose. Just concentrate and these powers will be yours. You can create illusionary holograms to startle and confuse your antagonists. You have the power to travel through every dimensional level of time and space by holographically warping the molecules of your body. Through the power of holographic molecular alteration, you have the ability to blend into your surroundings, making you virtually invisible when you do not wish your presence known. And the key which unlocks the superpowers within you is contained in this holo disc, which I have brought you from a future time dimension. You must use this holo disc to recharge your holo energy force once every 12 hours to prevent your powers from fading. I must leave you now, James Robinson, but we will meet again soon. Go forth now as Holo-Man to engage the forces of evil in battles from which the preservation of good must triumph and the suffering of mankind shall be eased throughout the world.
Must have been unconscious. What a strange dream. Oh. Hugo, is that you?
Jim, thank heavens. All right. The President and the others left hours ago. They didn't see me here.
Hours ago? That accident really knocked me for a loop.
It was no accident, Jim. It was sabotage. And I helped them.
Hugo, no, I don't believe it.
It's true, Jim. I gave them the secret blueprints to this complex. Told them how to bypass the security alarm system. Had to save my family. They are being held prisoner to force my cooperation.
Who made you do this, and why?
The Surians, their former countrymen. They have developed holographic decoy weapons system. They plan to fill the skies over all the major U.S. cities with holograms, three-dimensional images of nuclear missiles. In the confusion and panic that follows, they will launch the real attack to overpower and enslave the United States.
Incredible. And the attempt today to kill the president?
To add to the confusion, Jim, you must get to Washington. Warn the president the attack will come soon. Oh.
Rest easy, my friend. If there were only some way I could get to Washington in a hurry. Good grief. This pendant. A holo disc? I wonder. Under my clothes, a strange uniform. It wasn't a dream. Everything that laser man said must be true. I'd become a Holo-Man.
Now's as good a time as any to put these superpowers to the test. I have to get to Washington in a hurry, so let's skip the plane and...
Following Laserman's instructions, Holo-Man concentrates his thought energies and activates his power of molecular teleportation.
Leave the flying to...
Me! Wow, it worked. I really wasn't sure, but those poor tourists look like they've just seen a ghost. Better concentrate and become invisible. I'm still here, but I've blended in with the scenery, just like a chameleon. Let's see. That's the Washington Monument, so the White House should be right over here. Right on target. Now let's hope the president is alone in the Oval Room. I'd hate to embarrass the First Lady by popping in where I'm least expected. Concentrate and... Mr. President, I presume.
What? Where did you come from?
Mr. President, this country our country is in grave danger. You are aware of the explosion that destroyed the main test lab at the Laser Development Complex this morning.
Aware of it? If it weren't for a brave physicist by the name of Robinson, I would have been killed in it. But how could you know about it? That complex is top secret.
Mr. President, I am known as Holo-Man. My powers are many. You saw me materialize through that wall. I had to talk to you about the deliberate explosion at the complex.
Deliberate explosion? How do you know it wasn't an accident?
Believe me, Mr. President, I know. The Surians were responsible for the sabotage plot.
But why? What could they hope to accomplish?
They tried to cue you, Mr. President, to help ensure the success of their plan.
Plan? Plan for what?
Imagine, Mr. President, a whole sky full of holographic missiles. Although harmless, the resulting panic in our cities and confusion among the ranks of our armed forces would leave us helpless before the real Surian invasion. Your death would have added to the confusion.
I heard about holograms this morning, but what on earth is a holographic missile?
I think a demonstration is in order. Mr. President, what is standing in the middle of this room?
Why, nothing. There's only a bare carpet.
Watch closely, Mr. President.
Good heavens, a missile. How did you do that?
Try to touch the missile, sir.
My hand goes right through it. It's here. But it isn't here. I guess I do believe you. Holo-Man?
I suggest we keep our meeting a secret, Mr. President. I don't think people would understand if you tried to explain me just now.
I believe you're right, Holo-Man. But what do we do about the invasion?
I will leave immediately for Syria. You must try to prevent the panic from spreading when the holographic missiles appear.
I'll notify all the armed forces brass and top government officials personally.
Good luck to you, Mr. President.
The luck must ride with you, Holo-Man. The invasion has to be stopped.
I can feel my powers growing weaker. Almost didn't make it through that last wall.
Okay, Holo Disc. Time for a recharge.
The skies over Washington. Holographic missiles. The first stage of the invasion of the United States has already begun. Don't miss the Saurian confrontation in the next superific issue of The Amazing Adventures of Holo-Man.